Hey guys, it's Kelly, and today I'm going to be showing you a few things that happened to me through customer service. So as some of you might know, I work at my local Taco Bell, and whenever I'm working there, I experience a lot of weird things that go on sometimes with weird customers or just weird things that happen. And today I'm going to be telling you a few of those moments. So the first one is this moment in the drive-thru. I was taking this lady's order, and she seemed kind of like She was pulling up to the drive-thru window, and I saw that she had her entire credit card inside her mouth. She had it to where it was like halfway in her mouth, and she was holding it like that. And then after that, she didn't wipe it off or anything. She just handed me her credit card so then I could take her money. So what I did was, I was really disgusted. I was like, no, there's no way I'm taking a credit card that someone just had in their mouth and I'm holding it. So I quickly ran, I got a glove, and I came back, and then I took her card and I did it like that. And I don't think she really noticed. She didn't really see any sort of reaction to that, but still, it was really, really gross. This one time I was working drive-thru, and I was handing this guy his card back, and he had previously just wiped his nose like that. And whenever I returned his card to him, he left me with a surprise on my hand. A booger. It was really gross. Oh man. Another crazy thing that happened was one day I was working lobby, the front counter at Taco Bell, and this guy comes in, and he's like, one crunchy taco, and I'm like, okay, is that all? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, is it gonna be for here or to go? And he said, for here, whatever. So I said, can I get a name for that? He's like, Jim, or whatever he said. So I said, alright, it totals $129 or whatever it was. So then it went like this. Got no change. So then I decided to say, oh, sorry, I can't just give you food without any money. He said, all right, whatever. He goes up and he leaves. And then I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. And then I went up to my manager and I told her about what happened. And then she said, okay, we'll call the cops next time he comes by. So then, I kid you not even 30 minutes later, he comes back into the restaurant. And he's like, 2 crunchy tacos. And I'm like, okay, is that all? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, is that gonna be for here to go? And then he's like, for here. So then I'm like, okay. And I'm like, can I get a name for your order? He said, Jim, or whatever it was. So then I said, okay, your total was 2 something. And then he patted his pockets. He's like, I got no change. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't give you free food like that. And then he just goes, just give me cash. He goes, just give me cash. He tells me to give him cash. So then my manager comes by, she comes back, she says, sorry, we can't do that. And as she does that, she calls the cops. And this guy comes in, and he goes out, and he sits down in the lobby, and he just sits there, just not minding his own business. And then the cops come by, and they come over, and they have a talk with him, and then they step him outside. They bring him outside, and then they have a little talk with him. And then this guy goes by, and he rides back on his bicycle. He rides away. And I'm like, man, what kind of person asks a cashier for money? Like, come on. And this other time, I was working the front counter in Taco Bell, and this guy comes by, and he got his Mexican pizza, he got all his food. So he ordered a Mexican pizza, and then he comes by, he has his tray, and he comes up to me, and he says, there's a hair on my Mexican pizza. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, that like never happens, honestly. Like, that's the first time that I think has happened ever since I started working there. And I've been working there for like 8 or 9 months back then. So then he says, no, there's a pube hair in my Mexican pizza. What? Okay, how the fuck can a pube hair get in your Mexican pizza? So he says that there's a pube hair in his Mexican pizza, and I'm like, I can assure you that's not a pube hair, but we can remake one for you if you want. And he's like, no, I want a refund. So I'm like, okay. And I didn't know how to do that at the time. So I went and I asked my manager. I said, hey, can you come and give me a refund on this guy's order? He said he found a hair in it, and he's really unhappy with it. So then this guy is talking to him. He's like, I can't believe there's a fucking pube hair in my Mexican pizza. He's like, I can't believe this. You guys are better than this. Like, all this stuff, saying like, I'm never coming here again. You guys are ridiculous. All this stuff. And he's cussing my manager out, calling him an asshole, calling this place like a fucking, I don't know. So as he's doing this, he's cussing my manager out, and he's like, okay, here you go. I'm very sorry that happened. And he's like, yeah, fuck this place. And he starts screaming, like, F this place. And then he goes by to his table after he gets done screaming, and he picks up his tray and he throws it on the ground. Like, he throws all of his food, his cups, his everything on the ground. At this point, everyone in the lobby was looking at him in awe, like, oh my gosh, this guy is a psycho. So then this guy gets up and he leaves, and his kids are just like, kind of like, you know, like that. And he walks out, and then all the customers are just looking at me like, oh my god, I cannot believe that you had to clean that up and deal with that. So I went and I had to go clean up his mess. I had to clean up his food, his tray, his silverware, and his napkins, and sauce, and his drinks, and it was kind of a mess, but it was fine to me because I deal with some of that stuff sometimes. You know, you gotta deal with some of that stuff whenever you're working customer service or when you're working in a fast food restaurant. And the last thing is actually something that a YouTuber did. So one day I was off work and I went out to the lobby and I saw this guy and he seemed kind of cool. He was with a guy who had blue hair, and the guy who had blue hair seemed really cool. The other guy, not so much, but I sat down there because he had blue hair and I thought he seemed pretty cool. So we were talking, and this guy actually seemed pretty cool once I got to know him. So we were talking all about YouTube and stuff, and he's like, oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel too. I'm trying to get started, and I'm trying to find different places around here to film. I actually have a lot of video ideas. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. We should collab sometime. We talked a little bit about how I'm asexual, and then he's like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, maybe we can do a Q&A on that sometime. I'm like, cool. So I got a Snapchat and we talked a little bit sometimes. Sometimes he'd reply to my story and stuff like that. So then one day he was like, hey, can you subscribe to my YouTube channel? And I'm like, sure, that's cool, okay. I found that he was making a lot of clickbait stuff, like stuff about Eugenia Cooney, stuff about Amberlynn Reid, is that her name? All this stuff about these controversial people trying to get views. I was subscribed to his channel for a little while. I'm like, okay, whatever. This is fine. But then one day I came across a video that he uploaded a few weeks ago from the time that I was watching my subscription feed. And he actually uploaded a video. It was called Dyeing My Beard Purple in McDonald's. And he was literally like dyeing his hair with his beard purple with like a tub on the table. Then he went to the bathroom at the end of the video and he washed his beard out in the sink. In the public bathroom sink, he washed his beard out. I'm like, what? So then he uploads a video about a few weeks later from that called Shaving My Beard in Taco Bell. Yes, shaving my beard in Taco Bell. Well, I watched the video and he took a tub, just a tub, and he went to the soda fountain and he filled it up with Dr. Pepper, and then he went and sat down and he had all his razors, he had everything, and he dipped his razor in the Dr. Pepper and he started shaving his beard. Imagine being the person who eats at that table after they shave their beard. Even though you clean it, there could be like purple stain from the dye. And that's not cool. That's not cool at all. So this video was a 2-video long series, and both of the videos were about 20 or 40 minutes long, which means they were probably shaving their beard for like 2 hours. So after all of this, after that disrespectful act that he did, he walked out to the parking lot and he had his tub of razors, hair, napkins, everything. He put all of his garbage in the tub. And you know what he did? You want to know what he did? He took his tub of hair and razors and garbage and he threw it on the parking lot. He threw it out there in the parking lot. That is so disrespectful. Whenever people throw their garbage out on a parking lot, making someone else clean it up, or even worse, leaving it out there for, I don't know, harmful animals to eat, or just to stink, or leaving it out there for the earth to just get more polluted, then that really, really bugs me. So I am subscribed for this guy on YouTube. I disliked his Taco Bell videos, and then I commented something like, this is so disrespectful of you. Why would you do that? And I said, please don't come here ever again. Please don't do that again. I then told my manager about everything that guy did and about his channel, and then now they know about it and they know for him to not come there anymore. But it still really bugs me, and I hate that people can be that disrespectful and careless, but there's people like that in this world, and you gotta deal with it, especially in customer service. As I worked in customer service, I really realized how many careless and rude and ill-mannered some people are. And it's sad because growing up, I never realized that because I was surrounded by quite a few people that weren't that like that. Sometimes I'll be in the drive-thru and someone will spit something out on the concrete or throw their garbage out. They'll litter right in the drive-thru. And one time I was cleaning up the boys' bathroom when I was working front counter, and this guy peed in the trash can. That is disgusting. Why would someone do that? Who would pee in a trash can? Some people are just different from other people, and we just gotta respect that, but it really bugs me whenever people are like that, you know? Alright, so that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you really enjoyed this and you want to see more videos like this, then hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like. Comment down below some video requests because I'm not really sure what I should do. It's hard for me to decide on something that I'm really interested in that I can do. Thank you so much for watching.